What's going on? Y'all know what the business is. Goodfella Sports TV. We up in this thing. We got some super duper videos coming today, man. Jam packed, full effect. Shout out to the LDBC Lions Den Boxing. If you don't know, now you know. Download that LDBC mobile app in your Play Store, and you can follow the LDBC at ldbcsports.com. And we working. Jose Benavidez actually said on the Fight Hype interview. Shout out to Golden Gloves Boxing. My brother Dr. Blake sent me the interview this morning. And Jose Benavidez said he thought he was winning the fight. He said it with a straight face. He said he thought he was winning the fight. He said in the 7th round his leg gave out, but he still fought. Said that he didn't feel Terence Crawford punches. He just got caught and kept dropping his hands. He said, the interviewer said, what would you do different? He said, keep my hands up. He said, he asked was Crawford the pound for pound best. He said he beat me, but you see I gave him a hell of a fight. And to me, I didn't have him winning one round. I don't care what they said. They tried to get him a give me round. It was no give me round. He was dominating each round of the fight. It wasn't no 10-10 even round. It wasn't no 10. I mean, no, he didn't win a round. I don't care what Andre Ward scorecards say. Jose Benavidez completely got washed. He got dominated. He did all that talking. Whatever he thinks, people thought he went in there and did a good job. He did touch Crawford up some, I'm not going to lie. He did touch Crawford up a lot. But it wasn't none on them punches because Crawford always changes ranges and keeps his opponent off balance. And Jose Benavidez wasn't able to set and really get leverage because he had a moving target in front of him. And every time he got ready to set, Crawford would move him off his spot, and he can't really hit and move. His leg was compromising him, but that's no excuse. Plenty of people got on here telling me how Benavidez was going to beat Crawford, and I told you guys. For one, this was a bum bash again because he didn't have two good legs. His leg may not never be good. They both were slipping on the paint. I believe his leg gave out when he slipped on the paint, possibly in the 7th round. And they got changed that about boxing, but in no way in hell, when he go back and watch that fight, he thought he won that fight. He said, I thought I was up on the scorecards. No, you didn't. You can't even say that with a straight face, man. You got pulverized. You got abused. He said, I was blocking a lot of them haymakers. And, yeah, you might have been blocking some of them, but a lot of them still got through. You know what I'm saying? You can't believe you was winning that fight. When you go back and watch that fight, I want to see the energy that he produces watching that fight because he looked terrible. He looked shitty. In the punches that he was landing flush on Crawford was few and too far in between. But Crawford did get hit unnecessarily in this fight, and that's starting to become a repetitive thing for Terence Crawford. A guy like Jose Benavidez, who legitimately had one leg, should not have been touching Terence Crawford that much at any point of the fight. He was punching with Crawford, and when he punched with Crawford, he started landing on Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He started getting home. But them punches that had nothing on there, and that's a credit to Crawford rolling and changing range a lot. And him not being able to find Terence Crawford. But, how can you say with a straight face, that you thought you beat Terence Crawford? You thought you was up on the scorecards, going into the 12th round. No way, no how. You got washed. I didn't have you winning one round. And by looking on your face, it looked like you didn't want to be there. Them body shots was taking it out of you. At the point you hurt your leg, I could tell that you wasn't as mobile no more. You were slow. Not an upper echelon welterweight. Not an elite welterweight. This dude is a C+ fighter. Actual facts, Angel Sanchez called him a B- fighter. I think he more of a C+ fighter because we was on live last night commentating. Nobody in the chat room, nobody that was on my panel last night, we did live reaction to this fight, had Jose Benavidez winning this fight. That was an absolute joke. He can't say that with a straight face, family. He can't say it with a straight face. He can't be serious. He can't be real. He can't be trill. Thinking that shit, man. It's a joke, man. And he think that they need to evaluate his mental state of mind. You know what I'm saying? He can't go thinking, taking a moral victory. This wasn't no moral victory. A moral victory is scoring and knockdown, being real competitive, and just being edged out by a fighter. This was a total obliteration. This is the type of fight to make you wonder if you want to continue to fight again. You know what I'm saying? He should consider retiring after this, man, because his leg ain't there. He ain't going to beat nobody being compromised with his leg being like that. He don't have hand speed. He don't punch hard enough because of the leg. So, at the end of the day, he don't have enough other skills to make up for that. This dude was slow. Slow. Grandma slow. You know what I mean? Shopping cart that you get into and ride on at the grocery store slow. And I thought Crawford should have took him out way earlier than he did. But obviously, I think Crawford just carried him a bit in the fight. And I think he could have knocked him out when he wanted to. And he got caught with the uppercut. And it was what it was, man. He got knocked out. So I don't see where he believes that he was even up on this fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how he can leave that arena with his head held high. After all that junk he talked all week, pushing Crawford, he did all that tough talking, all that tough tone speaking. Shout out to my Detroit bros. He did all that yip yapping. He done got into it with Caleb Plant, pushing Caleb Plant, and all that, acting like he tough. Boy, you a C-rate fighter. Okay? Never wanted to be seen or heard from again, bro. You was a C fighter, bro. C+ fighter. Okay? You going around here acting like you tough, like tough guys win boxing. Tough guys don't win boxing. Skillful and smart fighters win boxing matches. Not tough fighters that try to play tough outside the ring because you got shot in the leg and you think you tough. No. That tough shit is going to get your ass whooped. And where was that toughness when you got knocked out? You know, where was that toughness throughout the fight when you was getting pasted? You was getting peppered with shots. You was getting abused to the body. You know, they should have called, Child Protective Services. I thought you was a kid in there getting abused. And you got the audacity to say that you thought you won the fight. You thought you was up on the scorecards before you got stopped. You was a joke, man. If your corner got you believing that, you need to fire all of them. All of them. And if your brother can't keep it real with you and tell you that you really got your ass whooped, you need to consider to think about retiring or finding other means to get that leg stronger, then he ain't shit neither then. You know, you was terrible last night. So go take your $500K that you made, pay your team, and get back to the drawing board. And if not, don't want to see you again, bro. You ain't a top 10 welterweight in my opinion. You was a joke. You did all that talk, your resume a joke. And you was a joke for thinking you won this fight. I'm just going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it a totally 100%. You know what I'm saying? I respect anybody that got shot in the leg and come back from a near-death experience, rehab, and get back to the swing of things. But you didn't even deserve this fight. You was only given this fight because Top Rank and had nobody else they felt was ready enough to get in there with Terence Crawford. You was a sacrificial lamb for $500K. 6 feet of nothing. 6 feet of nothing. Didn't know how to make Crawford come to you. Didn't have no leg movement because of your leg. Punches didn't have no mustard on it. You hit him a little bit. I guess that'll be your moral victory. You touch Crawford up a little bit. You buzzed him a couple times. You hit him to the body with a couple good shots here and there. But for you to even come on camera and say, I thought I was winning the fight, I thought I was up on the scorecards. Your face did not indicate at any point in this fight that you thought you was winning this fight. Your face indicated when the hell this fight gonna be over with. This boy over here clowning on my ass. I'm just trying to survive to the 12th round. Okay, he really didn't go into survival mode. He still was trying. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't have came in at 145. That's another thing. Should have came in closer to 147 to give you more energy and more of a physicality advantage, but you didn't. You came in at 145, and you wasn't in I guess you was in good enough shape to make it to the 12th round and get knocked out. But that's why you need to build your resume correctly. Fighting all these tomato cans is not going to get you ready for an elite pound-for-pound fighter like Terence Crawford. And people telling me, yeah, Jose Benavidez is a tough fight. No, he's not. I told you guys, the film don't lie. This is a guy that only stepped up versus Herrera and basically lost to him. And that's it, man. That's truly it. He need to build himself up the right way, fight the guys he need to fight, rehab his leg, get it stronger. If that ain't going to get stronger, then he need to retire because he compromised his career and he going to compromise his health at some point. But let me know what y'all think. Anybody out there had Jose Benavidez up on the scorecards at any point in this fight or going into the 12th round? Let me know. All right? But it's Goodfellas Sports TV. We up in this thing. Don't forget, we on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. All those links in the description. Shout out to the entire Lions Den boxing community. Shout out to everybody that's holding us down like, whoa. All right? And, make sure if you check our boxing talk show Early Morning Grind, Boxing 101, or Boxing 101 Early Morning Grind. Check it out. Be right on YouTube Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then you can catch the podcast replay. The replay on the podcast, that link's in the description. You can listen and move around and do other things. You ain't got to be limited to the YouTube app. It'll usually be on there by noon or 1, no later than 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to make a donation, the PayPal link's in the description. Shout out to everybody that do donate. I definitely appreciate it. And share us on all social media. We gone.